You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Tuesday the 4th of November, 2025. It is 42 days after the fall equinox. It is 48 days before the winter solstice. Today is Election Day. In New York City, the poll sites are open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. If you are in line by 9 p.m., you can stay in line to cast a ballot. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 14th day of Brumaire, the day of the endive, the endive. The sun rises today at 6:30 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 11:39 a.m. The sun sets today at 4:48 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 5:17 p.m., and nautical twilight ends at 5:49 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 18 seconds shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing gibbous phase and is 99% full at midday. The full moon will arrive tomorrow. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the wee hours, low tide, 2:15 a.m., 0 centimeters. In the morning, high tide, 8:41 a.m., 1 meter 92. In the afternoon, low tide, 2:57 p.m., minus 9 centimeters. In the evening, high tide, 9:10 p.m., 1 meter 65. In our shared realm of plants and animals, local fisherfolk are supremely attuned to the interrelationships of our marine ecology. They have been monitoring the gradually declining water temperatures that are beginning to send some fish out to deeper waters. They also watch the abundance of bait fish like menhaden or bunker, sand eels, and mackerel. These smaller schooling fish attract the larger fish sought by anglers, things like striped bass. And one of our sources points out that the approaching full moon will mean stronger currents, higher flood tides, and lower ebb tides. The bait fish will follow. So the prediction is the bigger fish will follow them into close coastal waters and shores. Commemorations. On this day in 1922, Howard Carter and his team of diggers uncovered the entrance to the tomb of Pharaoh Tutankhamun. A worker uncovered the first step. As they continued to dig, they uncovered a flight of stairs that led to the door of the tomb, with its ancient seals intact. Carter had the entrance reburied to prevent looting, and telegrammed the patron of the expedition, Lord Carnarvon. Carter would first open the tomb on the 26th of November. On this day in 1960, Jane Goodall observed chimpanzees using tools in Gombe National Park in Tanzania. It was the very first time a non-human animal was seen to use a tool. She watched an older chimpanzee that she had named David Graybeard sitting next to a termite mound. He took a stick, removed the leaves, and inserted the stick into the mound. Pulling it out, he licked the termites off the stem. Her observation revolutionized our understanding of chimpanzee behavior and challenged the uniqueness of humans as tool makers. On this day in 1966, a massive flood inundated Florence in Italy. It was the largest flood in the city since 1557 and reached a flood stage of 22 feet. The effects were devastating to the city's artistic treasures. Libraries and museums were flooded with muddy water tainted with oil. Some masterpieces, like Cimabue's Great Crucifix, were damaged beyond repair. But in the aftermath of the flood, teams of restorers and bookbinders descended on the city. Not only were they able to save innumerable works of art and books, but their work advanced the arts of restoration. An entire generation of European conservators cut their teeth in the restoration of the city's treasures. On this day in 1973, the Netherlands introduced its first car-free Sunday. The oil crisis of that year had led to massive shortfalls in the supply of oil and gas across the developed world. For 3 months, cars were kept off the streets of the Netherlands on Sundays to conserve supplies. Cyclists and roller skaters filled the empty streets and deserted highways. Events that shaped our world. On this day in 1979, during the Iranian Revolution, 500 students stormed the United States Embassy in Tehran. With the encouragement of the Ayatollah Khomeini, they took 90 Americans hostage. The hostage crisis lasted 444 days. Its ramifications have resonated to this day. Alternate side of the street parking is suspended in New York City today for Election Day. And that is the Observatory, Tuesday the 4th of November, 2025.